Right. We have here this the target costing. So with target costing, we we are set at a price. There's very little we can do about the price. We're price takers. So managers will demand, if you like, a margin, and then we have to work within that cost bracket to make sure we fulfill the cost requirements. And that's pretty much it. So we need to make sure we work to bringing down the costs to whatever cost bracket we have. So let's look at that. So it says a new product has been developed. A new product has been developed, and after extensive research, it has been estimated that the future selling price will be £10. And it tells us that the profit margin required. So at £10, which is at 100%, the profit margin is therefore 20% of that, which is £2. So we are restricted to a cost structure. We can only spend £8 per unit, is what they're arguing. Right. So um, given this, it says assuming no other costs arise, the target cost for labor. So first of all, they're telling you, listen, we're materials. You need 2 liters at £1 a liter, and that's £2, no problem. And they're telling you that you have this fixed cost. We've calculated that for you at £1.50, right? So you are restricted, if you like. So that's £3.50. So you're restricted, therefore, to £4.50 for labor, right? Because you've used £2 for material, you've used £1.50 for fixed costs, so you've used a total of £3.50 of your allowance. And in effect, if you have a total allowance of £8, you have £4.50 left as your allowance. And you need 4.5 hours to do this. So unfortunately for you, all you can do here is £1 an hour, right? Because if you need 4.5 hours, that's the best you're going to be able to do. And so, in a way, we're just playing with numbers. It sort of says here, okay, listen, the labor rate is currently under negotiation with the union, and this could increase to £1.20 per hour. So let's see what happens if you increase this to £1.20 an hour, and that's 4.5 hours. You will have a total cost, a new cost of 4.5 times 1.2, which is 5.4. So you will have a new scenario where you're instead of £4.50, you will have a scenario of £5.40. So that's an extra 90p to your costs, which reduces. So your total costs are now £8.90, which means that your um, profit is now £1.10. And in effect, this is, well, £1.10 divided by 10 is your margin. In effect, so your profit margin will fall to £1.10 over 10, if you like, in effect, which times 100, of course, which is 11%. And they don't want this. This is unacceptable to your shareholders. And really, rounding up, the argument really is that if management agree to this, so if you decide to increase your labor cost by 90p on a unit, you will have to drop your material cost by 90p. Pretty simple. And your material costs are currently they need to fall. Your material costs will need to fall by 90p. Your material costs are currently £2, so they'll need to go from £2 to £1.10. So they'll need to fall by 90p divided by £2, and that's how we do it. Remember, it's always on what you started at. So 90p over 2 times 100, yes, which is what you're really doing. 90p divided by 2, so that it'll need to fall by 45% in effect. By 45%, which is, that's 90p divided by 2. If we want to keep this margin of 20% as requested by your employers or by your stakeholders or shareholders. Great stuff, and that's 211.